Hello, everybody. Sander here. I do exist still. Yes, I know. I don't even know the last time I posted a video on this account. I really don't. It has been that long. So it's probably no surprise when I say that this is a farewell video to this account. Making videos and putting them on here, it really helped me. And I needed this account. I needed an outlet, especially in the beginning when I was really just trying to figure everything out, figure out the gear, figure out who I was. And I had a lot of things to talk about back in the day. And, as time has gone on, I've just had less and less to talk about. And my life has gotten crazier and crazier to the point where I just don't have a lot of free time anymore to even make videos, or I don't have the equipment to make videos, so it's about time for me to go ahead and say goodbye. I just wanted to do one last update, let y'all know I did not die or something. I do still exist, and I am still gender fluid. Yes, 9 years now. It started in June of 2015. And that's when I started questioning, and I first started coming out in August of 2015. And gosh, that was scary. Those were scary times for me, trying to sort through everything that was going on and figure out who I was, and was I trans, was I not trans, what what was I, who am I, figure all that stuff out. But yes, I still identify as gender fluid. That has not changed in 9 years. I still go by Sandra Mason occasionally, not nearly as much as I once did, because I don't play my music as much as I once did. I lost so many friends over the years. The friends that called me Sander and saw me as Sander. My best friend moved away. She got married to this new guy and started this whole new life in Kentucky. And we just kind of gradually lost contact. Uh, Occasionally I reach out and talk to her here and there. But then I had one of my best friends, and she really was a huge support in my life. And unfortunately, we were not on the same page about where we wanted to take our relationship. And I still miss her every day, but I understand. It's hard when you have feelings for someone and they're not returned. And so I completely respect her decision to just disappear out of my life. But she was like a sister to me, and so that was a really hard loss. And then all my friends that I would see at the open mic after COVID, the open mic went down, they're gone. So really, Sander Mason has become just a music name more than anything, and an online personality. Every so often I still go to Starbucks and tell them my name is Sander just so I can have somebody say it. But things I now work as a delivery driver. I think I mentioned that I've been doing that. I've been doing it for quite a while now. I'm still with the same place I've been working at for over 2 years, and they gradually have increased not only my time but my responsibilities. So now I do admin work for them as well, and that's added on to my life. And really, my goal in life is to be a writer, and so I've been focusing pretty much all of my energy that is not at work on my writing career, scripts and books, and just trying to get some traction. um, I have films that I want to make, and I have a new book that literally just dropped today. It's called Red Ocean, and it's under my female name, Shelley Desjardins. I don't know if you can read that, but I'm going to put a link to it in the description because it's a book about someone who's transgender. It's about gender identity, kind of coming out story, coming of age, and it's a love story, and it's really strongly based on my life. Only, obviously, I'm gender fluid, not trans, but it's about I told the story that there's a man in my life that I thought I was in love with when I was a teenager. He was a director, a teacher of mine, and I thought I was madly in love with this guy for like 4 years. And then I figured out I like girls. And I'm like, okay, so what were those feelings for him? And it's because I wanted to be him, not be with him. And that's what really influenced this book. I've been trying to tell this story a million different ways since probably 2010. And it really became Red Ocean a couple of years ago. I'm really proud of it, and I just wanted to share it with you all, out there that are, not cis. I think it's a read that a lot of people can relate to, and it's just a story I had to tell. a story I had to tell. And I've been putting so much effort into it, getting it edited and working on it and getting the cover design and getting the marketing and doing all that kind of stuff. It's just been most of my life um, this year, really, which is another reason why I haven't been making videos. So, yeah, I mean, being gender fluid is no less confusing now than it was 9 years ago. I've posted so many videos on here about how confusing it is being gender fluid because there are still days where I wake up and I'm like, I want the male pronouns. I want the top surgery. I want to look like a guy. I want to do the standard makeup. I want to put on the binder. I want to pack. I want to do all those things and be a guy, like I still have days when I am hardcore 110% like man all the way. And then there are days when I'm totally fine with Shelly and totally fine with being a lesbian and, you know, being seen as a female and all that fun stuff. So it's still the same thing, still she, her, and he, him pronouns, which is confusing to so many people. So still deal with that. Yeah. And my family has been great for the most part. Like I mentioned that, it started out hard with my family and eventually things were accepted and things are still accepted in my immediate family. I don't know about my extended family. They're kind of finding out I'm gender fluid because of this book launch. Because I mentioned in the book launch that I'm, gender fluid and it's mentioned in the book, in my acknowledgments thanking my therapist and my best friend who were there at the time when I first was going through all this crazy gender stuff. Like they were the first two people that really supported me. So the book is dedicated to them. And so if any of my extended family gets a hold of it, they're gonna know I'm gender fluid. But I haven't openly come out to them. I just visited them actually. I just visited my grandma and my uncle and my aunt and all them down south just like 2 weeks ago. They still don't know. Like it didn't come up. They know I'm gay though, and they're totally fine with that. They're totally fine with me liking girls. Thanks to my cousin coming out first as gay, so he kind of softened the blow, which is nice. So thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Thank you for being the gay cousin before I showed up. Thank you for that. So but I feel like it won't be an issue though with them. They're so open and accepting with the LGBTQ community. It's not a problem. I don't really talk to my mom's side of the family. Unfortunately, since I last posted, my mom's father did pass away, and I had not talked to him in 15 years. And that was kind of hard for me, is that I never really got closure with him because I know he loved me and I loved him, but it's, you all know, I'm sure, there's at least one person in your life that's the hellfire and damnation, and it's a choice, and you're going to hell for who you are, who you love, and all that. And that's my mom's side of the family. So I've cut them out completely. Um, but it's still hard. It's still hard. And my mom doesn't understand it because she doesn't like my dad's family, and she really wants me to like her family, and it's not going to happen. And try to explain to somebody why you want to distance yourself from someone based on who you are and who you love, it's difficult to explain, and it's a point of contention sometimes, but otherwise things have been fine. I'm out at work as lesbian 100%. Some people know I'm gender fluid, and I have no problem telling people, and it's been okay. The few people that I've worked with that know I'm gender fluid, they don't really ask questions or whatever. They're fine with it. But I bought a T-shirt that says I'm mixtape, and it's a cassette tape, and it has the gender fluid flag on it. And I was at the gas station the other day, and this guy asked me about my shirt, and he was like, turns out he was trans, so he really liked my shirt. And that was cool to be able to talk about being gender fluid, out in public with somebody. And my plan is for my next tattoo, I have 14 now, but for number 15, I want to get a gender fluid pride tattoo. So that's on my list um, of things to get. So I'm still very much so who I am. I'm Sander still, even though I don't go by it nearly as much, even though I don't present as a male nearly as much as I once did. That's just because things are so expensive. And I don't have time. I do not have time to stand there and look in a mirror and do my makeup for an hour or something. Like I don't have time for that. I am so busy with my writing career. I am so busy with my actual career that pays the bills. And then I've been getting really into my artwork again as well. I've been painting and doing all kinds of art that has really healed my soul. I've really enjoyed creating art again. And I'd taken a break from painting and I've gotten back into it in the last 6 months, and it's really helped me. I've been dealing with mental health issues as well, unfortunately, this year, and last year was even worse. And I've mentioned before I'm bipolar and I have PTSD and things like that. So I've been in a very dark place, and it's been difficult to pull myself out of that, which is yet another reason why I haven't been doing these videos as well. I'm just trying to survive on a daily basis lately. But I could not be happier that I started this journey and that I'm out and I can be myself and I can breathe and I can say I am gender fluid. That is who I am. And to be able to, I know labels don't matter to everybody, but it really did matter to me, knowing a word to put with what I was feeling. So thank you to all of you who have been watching these videos. Those of you who commented, again, I never read comments. I'm sorry. I stopped reading comments like pretty early on, simply because I just didn't want to deal with hate. And these videos were for me more than anything else. And I hope that by putting them out there, they helped other people as well. That hearing that they weren't alone in their struggles with their gender identity and their mental health and all that. And hopefully some of my review videos maybe helped people find new gear or make decisions about new gear, new binders, new packers, things like that. So hopefully this was overall a useful channel to people. And it was so useful to me. It was here when I needed it most. And for that, I am extremely grateful. But this is it. This is the end of the line. I don't have much to say. I mean, I'm planning on getting a new binder at some point, but I don't have the money. I don't. I do not have the money. I'm spending so much. I'm doing a book signing for the first time, and I had to pay for my booth at Annapolis Pride, which is where I'll be signing this year. And they don't even give you a table. So I have to buy everything. I have to buy the copies of my books. I have to buy the table. I have to buy the covering for the table, like either a tent or an umbrella. I haven't decided which. I have to bring my own chairs. I have to get like everything myself. They're basically just allowing me to exist. Their thing. And I'm sinking so much money into this book signing that I probably won't even recoup. So a lot of my money is going there, and then I have my trip to my grandma's, which is like $500 to fly there, and it's just financially right now I'm a mess. So I just can't afford new binders and new things at this point. It's just not happening. So yeah, it's kind of a bittersweet moment to do this final video here. But yeah, so if you're interested, you can check out Red Ocean. I'll have the link. It's an ebook, it's paperback, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. I mean, there's multiple ways you can read it. It's only $1.25 for an ebook, free on Kindle Unlimited. So feel free to check it out. And hopefully maybe those of you who do read it will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed writing it. But thank you, all of you, for subscribing and giving me this platform to vent on when I needed it most, because I know there's so many videos I cried and I had so much to say, and just giving me an opportunity to be goofy and to share things that were important to me that I couldn't share with other people because there's really no LGBTQ people in my life. So yeah, this has been a special thing for me over the years, and I can't wait to see where my journey is going to take me with just everything, with who I am and my writing and all. It'll be interesting to see where I end up in 5 years, if I make it to 5 years. The struggle's real. The struggle's real. But stay awesome. Be yourself. I know that's hard to do sometimes, especially if you're in a stifled environment. But you're amazing just the way that you are, and you are valid. You are valid no matter what you identify as, no matter what your pronouns are, No matter who you are valid, your feelings are valid, and I just am grateful for you. Thank you for being here on this planet. Thank you for listening to me all these years. Thank you. I love you guys. Getting choked up here. Yeah, live a good life. For once, I won't catch you later, but you got this. You got this.